So it is 7:23 a.m. and the forecast is looking pretty good for um, where I am. It looks like we're gonna get snow for about 3 hours, pretty decent amount. So I want to check out a new location, but I'm gonna do it with a different camera. This is my Canon AE1. It's a 35mm film camera, and I've had it for about a year and a half or 2 years. I was lucky enough in high school to have access to a darkroom, and in my photography classes, which I took throughout all 4 years of high school, I was able to use film cameras and develop my own film, enlarge, and it gave me a really new passion for photography, and I think it's something everyone should look into. We use mostly Pentax K1000s and Canon AE1s, but I ended up going with the Canon AE1. I just like how easy it is to use, and you'll notice I still have the strap on it, unlike my other camera, because a lot of the time I use this as a point and shoot. It's good to explore different genres of photography, and this was a very good decision for me creatively. Let's load some film. Alright, let's go shoot. So I guess the trail that I'm on is closed, for like forestry reasons. I think they're cutting down a lot, so I'm gonna go back to the car and try and find another trail. That's really unfortunate. It's annoying, but I mean, what can you do? So I'm on the Bruce Trail. I really like this spot. I haven't been here in a really long time. As you can see, the snow's starting to come down pretty good. So I'm excited for what's to see. If I go about 10 kilometers, there's a little like pond I can walk around. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far, but let's see what we can see. You saw those really nice pine trees. They still have color on them, which doesn't matter because I'm shooting black and white film, but I couldn't find a composition. It's pretty busy in here. The separation between the trees got nice for a little bit, but now it's kind of getting messy again. Okay, sorry about that. Thought my LCD screen broke. Turns out there was some snow on the little sensor that switches it to the viewfinder. I keep forgetting with mirrorless cameras they do that. I should know by now. I have a couple of them and I haven't used DSLR in a long time. I also never use the viewfinder, so that's a factor. Well, I use it sometimes, but yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't like any of the compositions back there, so I'm gonna keep searching. So I'm just stopping to delayer. It's only about 1 degree, which is perfect for snow. But it's getting pretty warm, especially when you're hiking. I don't actually need my winter jacket anymore. I don't have enough space to put it in my bag though. So I'll probably just keep it unzipped. Funny thing, I'm always complaining about people. I hate people, like on trails and stuff. And I live in a really populated area, so almost everywhere I go, there's people. And like this trail, early in the morning, there's no one, and I'm a few kilometers in the woods, no one around. And now that I'm actually alone, it's kind of creepy, but I like it. I'm just hoping that when someone's coming, I like see them from a distance, because I get jump scared very easily. So this is like my first good test of the Canon M50. I get to test its weatherproofing because the snow's pretty wet, and the mic, the camera's just covered. So get to see how good it is. I'm pretty happy with it so far. What's funny is my stills camera, my digital stills camera, is a much better video camera. It's the Fujifilm X-T3, and that line of cameras is known for their video. They have really good video, but I prefer Fujifilm for stills. I like their film simulations, I like their colors, so I needed to go with something else for the meantime. So maybe when I can afford it, I'll get an X-T4, which would be awesome because it's the exact same like interface as the X-T3. So see what happens. Okay, it looks like I might have my first shot. I'm gonna get my tripod set up. So this is on a 50 millimeter prime lens, and I really like it because it challenges my photography. Instead of zooming in, zooming out with my camera, I actually have to go to my subject or back away from my subject. It's really interesting. The only thing I don't like is I don't have an L bracket for this camera. I probably can buy an L bracket for this camera. That's actually a good idea. So I have to use this thing on the tripod that like tilts the entire ball head, which I absolutely hate. But yeah, I'm lining up the shot here. I really like it. So the film, like I'm on f1.8 and I'm at the lowest shutter speed I can go, and the light meter is still saying it's way too dark. So I think it's because my film speed is too low. It's an ASA 400. I thought it would be okay. I'm not sure if it's broken, but yeah, it's showing too dark. So I'm gonna go bulb. And I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I'm gonna go roughly 2 seconds. It's about 2. And then I'll go like 4, then I'll do 1, then I'll do a half second. Okay, hopefully one of those turned out. So I figured out it's got to be my light meter, because I'm pointing it at the sky and trying it, and it's still saying too dark. It shouldn't be like that at like 2 seconds at f1.8. Like, that doesn't make sense. So I know I hyped up the film. I think I'm gonna switch to digital for the rest of this video. Because without a light meter, I don't know. I don't want to waste film. I gotta figure out what's wrong with this thing. Yeah, it's always something. I'm also now realizing that I switched out my digital long lens for my film long lens, so I only have the one lens for the digital camera. My film long lens, I bet it's a brand you've never heard of. It's Miranda, and it was $20, and it's good. It's like a 70 to 250, and it's one of the lenses you like pull in and out instead of twisting it. But it has awful lens creep, like really bad. If you tilt it down at all, it'll just fall. But yeah, it's it's funny. Got it for $20. It's a really sharp, nice lens. I like it. But it looks like I'm gonna be stuck with 15 to 80. I think that's a pretty good range. I doubt I'd be shooting anything telephoto in here anyway. Don't do that. Yeah, it's solid frozen. Should have probably checked that before just lunging at it. So this is awesome. I did not see this in the summertime. I can say with absolute certainty there's a shot here. It's going to be abstract. It's going to be more of an intimate shot, but I'm really excited about this. This is cool. I have to be careful, me and you guys, the tripod that you're on, this is all ice, like, because it's come down the rock face. So everything's covered in just a thick sheet of ice. Luckily the snow it's more powdery now, so it's providing more traction. It's not as wet as it was this morning. I found a composition right here. I got set up and then show you. It's definitely a challenging spot to shoot in. That's awkward as anything. That's not stable. That's better. Okay, I'm having to be careful everywhere I step. So basically my composition, you have the frozen water at the bottom, and then 3 moss-covered rocks kind of going diagonally, and then there's snow all over the scene. I really like this this shot. It's gonna take some fine tuning. And it's really tight because, like I said, the forests here are super messy. So I'm trying to get rid of any background. I'm not gonna go as tight as I need to, because then I can just crop it in case I do like this. Hopefully y'all can see that. So this rock, and this rock, and then you got these really nice icicles here. I like how the snow is just sitting on top of the moss. I'm at F11 and an 1/8 of a second. I'm gonna put on a 2-second timer. The ground is not very stable. I have to be really careful on the way down because this is the path, the trail, and it's all ice. So I'm just gonna watch my step. Yeah, so we've made it to the, well, to one of the lookouts of the pond. I don't know if there's another one. This right here is the very edge of the trail. Right there is the actual pond. I'm gonna see if, I'm gonna keep walking. This is a loop around the pond. And hopefully there's another, lookout, see if there's any trees or something that catch my eye. So I've reached, well, what's supposed to be a viewpoint. We're up on top of the escarpment right now, but obviously you can't see anything because the snow is so heavy. There's not much to look at anyway. I'm almost at the end of the trail. Yeah, you couldn't see any of the pond. I don't know, it was kind of pointless. I much rather like the trail getting here than the trail here. Cool. This is what you guys don't see. Ugh. Okay, I really like this tree right here, and the foreground isn't too messy. I think it's the best I'm gonna find. I've been off the trail for a while now. I'm not concerned though, because I can hear the road, and I'm in the snow, so I can just follow my footsteps back. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna like it. Its placement is a little bit awkward, because I would prefer it be farther back. so there wasn't any sky in the frame. I can't stand any further back because right behind me is like a hill. So I need to shoot it from this angle. So there's gonna be a bit of sky in the shot, which I'm not super happy with, but it may not be too bad. I'm not gonna know until I have the camera on my tripod. For all I know, this shot might be awful, which is okay. Okay. I've gone for a square crop, but you see the sky there. It's creeping into the composition. And it's overcast, so it's going to be overblown. Or the whites are going to be blown out, sorry. So I'm going to have to drop my shutter speed quite a lot. All right, I'm going to go f4 here to try and separate my background a bit, because the background is pretty messy. Sorry, this is really bright. f4. 2/50ths of a second. I'm gonna manual focus this because there's just so much going on and I don't want it to focus on my background. Yeah, I don't like the sky. If only I was like 6 feet taller. 2-second timer. Okay, so I was going to film some B-roll to end it off, but the battery died and I had to warm it up and it's dying right now. So I have to make this pretty quick. Thank you for watching. I had a lot of fun and I got a couple images I know I'm happy with. Like and subscribe if you'd like, and yeah, thanks for watching.